Hey boys and girls, it's me, Lisa the Love Coach. That's at Lisa the Love Coach on Instagram if that's your jam. If you're following me on YouTube right now, what's up? I'm letting you into my space, right? This is my apartment in Miami. I've been here for about a decade. I'm packing it up, Buttercup, because I'm about to move. And so I wanted to come to you mid-move. I got the boxes, I got everything is just like apart. Everything, I'm just going through my living room. I'm taking one room at a time. And it was interesting because as I went through this table right here, see it has like a storage thing, I came across this. I'm going to actually show you guys and girls what I found. Where'd it go? 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 Ah. I found this bag. This bag. What is in this bag? Oh my God, where can I put this so that I can show you what is in this bag? It's kind of heavy. Not the bag, the emotions attached to the bag. So just bring this here, show you what goes on. This is a bag full of corks. Like corks from wine. I used to have a bowl in my house in New Jersey. I had a bowl. And in the bowl, I would always save the wine cork. I would write on it who I was with, what the occasion was, and put it in the bowl. And when I moved from New Jersey, when I separated from my husband then and moved to Miami, I was in a very big time hurry to move because it was a very abrupt move. We had decided to sell the house, and within 90 days we were out, and I was pushed into moving to Miami. I had no idea what to do, right? And I had to look out for myself. I had to be like, okay, everybody's making their decision about where they want to go. Well, where am I going to go? Nobody seems to care, so I have to care about me. And so I followed the little voice inside that said, go to Miami. I packed up everything, like an entire house, and I brought it to Miami. And the tip I would give you there is if you are leaving New York and you're coming to Miami or New Jersey, if you're going from the north to Miami or anywhere Florida, sell your stuff, your major bulky furniture and whatever, with the house, right? Just bring basic clothes and basic stuff. Find a place that's furnished. Like, don't bother, because the decor and the atmosphere down here is so different from up there that, like, you're going to end up having bulky stuff forever. So, point is, I had these corks that I used to, take from wine bottles, and I would write the person I shared the wine with, what the occasion was. So, I come in this, and I find this bag, and it's hiding in my table, and this is what happens when you move, right? When you move, and you have, like, the archives of your life, and it's all stashed away in secret little places. You forgot. You haven't looked at this stuff in years. And then you open something and you find it. It is emotionally charged, right? You have a heart in your body and an emotion. You're going to be like, whoa, like, what is this? And then it's going to take you back to those moments, to that time of where that is. So look, there are so many. And I stumbled across this, and it's like, 5/28/04 barbecue. Okay. 4/30/05 dinner for mom. Amazing. Let's see, what's this one? I'm just picking them at random. 10/11/08 Alex and Lisa sexy sangria. 10/11/08. That's October 11th. I don't know what went on. Maybe we were making some sangria in our house. I don't know what. Let's see. There's just like a bunch. But I think this is like a really cool idea for, people to do. Like if you're A&L, that's Alex, Lisa, that's Valentine's. I don't know if there's a year on it. Oh yeah, 06. So I stumbled across this, and now I sit here and I think of Marie Kondo, right? So Marie Kondo, best-selling author. She has a show on Netflix. She helps people declutter. And it's called The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. And this is like the mother of all tidying. Like when you are moving and you're like radically changing your life and you're just like decluttering and you're getting rid of stuff from a whole other life before, that is where Marie Kondo's method can come into play. And that method is, she tells you to ask if the thing that you're holding in your hand or the thing that you're finding, like over there, those corks, if it sparks joy. So you're supposed to hold it in your hand, take a breath, and ask, does this spark joy? So when I think of those corks, they absolutely spark joy. And they bring me back to such good times and great memories, and looking at the different dinners, and we even have like the dog's name on some of them. It's very sweet, and it really reminds me of a time in my life, a decade of my life. 17 years to be exact, I was married for. 12 of them was married, and then the last 5 were separated. 4.5 were separated, but we always had like a communication, and we always had a thing. So those corks are reflective of that time in my life. So it brought me, like, I'm sitting there reading them and I'm laughing. Now, that's joyous, right? Like, there was a time where I would find that and I would be like triggered and a disaster, and it would be like all this guilt and all this like feelings of like, what did I lose, and what happened, and how did it get to that, and all this regret. Blech. But now I find the corks, and I like took pictures and I sent them to my ex-husband, and I was like, oh my God, look what I found. And like, it's like lighter, the energy around it is lighter, and it's happy, and it's like we can say, wow, like these are joyous times, you know. It was like, you could be grateful, you could have gratitude for, you know, the marriage being a success for the time that it was, for the purpose it served in our lives. A lot of people are like, that was a failure, that relationship was a failure. I don't believe like any relationship is a failure if you learn something from it. It could be, you know, 6 months, 6 years, you know, it could be 20 years, but you become somebody different through your time and experience with this person. And so when it's moments like these where, you know, I came, like I said, 2010, with all of my stuff from a life that I had in New Jersey, came to Miami, and I lived one place in Miami, and then 7 months later, I moved again because I just couldn't live in the building that I was in. It was driving me crazy. It was loud. It was like a party vibe. I couldn't deal. I want peace, quiet, whatever. So I found that 5 blocks away, and I moved here. And this has been like so many amazing memories in this place. The person I was in 2011, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, like all the way up, every year a different step towards something. I call 2010 to 2015, that chunk of time, like the lost years, where like time just melded in. It melted one year, one day into the next. It was a lot of lost within myself, not knowing who I was. Just, am I going to stay married? Am I going to get divorced? Who am I? What am I doing? Just horrible. Stagnation, career, everything was stuck. And, you know, whenever life throws you an upheaval, shit's going to loosen up. Things are going to move, right? So in 2015, that upheaval happened when we finally, my husband decided, like, we need to divorce. Like, this, we have got to get this handled and sorted out because we're both stagnant. It's not good. And that was the beginning of the door opening in 2015 towards my massive healing journey, healing of codependency, healing of, you know, past wounds, past versions of me who was, you know, kind of calling the shots in different aspects of my life. And, you know, almost being like my worst enemy, my own worst enemy, getting in my own way. And when you go through recognizing that, and then you heal it, and you take the bold journey of committing to yourself full on, like, this is my new normal, I work on me, I gotta handle these things because I can't continue with my life in this way, and you make that decision, you completely change the game in your life. You completely open up space for blessings to come, inspiration to come. I started my own business because of this. I started coaching people. I stayed here, saved money, you know, did what I had to do to really make a plan for my life and say, okay, listen, you're going to build this thing, you're going to sacrifice, you're going to just like hunker down, build it, get around the right people, get around the people who could teach you, and then you could then teach others as well. And I feel like my sharing all of this is to inspire people. It's to inspire people to say, like, holy shit, like, she's 49 years old and she reinvented herself when she was 40, which is what I did, 39 years old, came to Miami, and now again a decade later. So every 10 years there's this new growth that has to happen. If you're not doing something different and moving and shaking and growing on your own volition, life will serve some shit up to you that will force you out of your comfort zone. So it's better if you navigate that ship on your own. So that's where I'm at now. I decided, in the last, I would say the decision to move out of Miami came about a month ago. Interesting story. I had my new car, ceramic coated, and it cost like ridiculous. It was like, $1,500. And what it does, it's basically a ceramic sealant coat that goes over your paint of your car, and it protects it from sun, salt, bird poop, tree droppings, like you name it. You just like wipe it off. It's amazing, but it's expensive. So, you got to know what you're doing, and you want to take care of it after you get it done. So this building has half covered, half uncovered parking. So I get this thing done. I bring it home, my car, park it. All is well. I go to check on my car like 2 days later after getting this thing done to my car. I just got it done, mind you. I go to look at my car. My car is covered with sticky white crap. I don't know what it is. Debris, dirt, dust, and it's caked on my brand new car, with the sealant, hardly, not even, I couldn't even wash it. They're telling me you can't even wash it. Oh my God. I'm like, what am I going to do? So I spent 2 hours getting this stuff off of my car, praying that it wasn't ruined. Point is, it lit me up in such a way that I just, in that moment, sometimes there's just this breaking point moment. There's a moment that happens. Maybe it's in a relationship, a job, where you have what I call, and if there's kids in the room and language is an issue, Lisa, not kid friendly. I'm going to give you a second to get the kids out of the room. But it's called the fuck this shit moment. When you just say, oh, fuck this shit. And you're so lit up, pissed off, and you're just like, you know what? I got to make a change. Because I am trying to progress, and my surroundings are not allowing it. So here I am, new car, new version of me, right? New version of me who's aligned now with this new car. Parking it, doing the right thing, getting it done, whatever. And this damage now happens to my car. I said, you know what? I can't live here anymore. I can't do it. I felt like Miami was rejecting me. It was already telling me, girl, you got to go. We're not supportive of this new you. And that's when I said, you know what? Time to move on. I remember calling Mr. S and telling him what happened to my car. And I said it very matter-of-factly. I said, baby, this is what happened to my car. And he was like, no way, oh my God. And now, mind you, he and I have been talking for over a year about moving in together. And August 1st was supposed to be the year that was the time that was going to happen. And I remember saying to him, and this was only like about a month ago, and I said, I can't live here anymore. I can't do it anymore. I can't be here anymore. I cannot be in this building. I cannot be here anymore. I'm done. And I think I said it with such energy and such conviction that he knew I wasn't messing around. And I said, you know what? Maybe you're not ready. I don't know. I don't know what goes on, but I am. And I got to figure it out. And that conversation definitely shifted the energy in the relationship significantly. And it kind of put forth a momentum of, questioning things and evaluating things. Now, mind you, when I met Mr. S in 2016, I was a different person. I was just divorced 1 year. I wasn't really looking for anything serious. Obviously, I was just divorced 1 year. I wanted to be in a relationship with one person and have that be one person back, right? Just one-on-one, mature, nice, fun. And we had a blast on this beach. I wanted to move in 2015. 2014, 2015, I was like, I got to get out of here. I can't. But then I got divorced, and I was like, I can't go anywhere now. I have to heal. I have to figure this out. And after I came out of that dark tunnel and out the other side, I met Mr. S, and he breathed like this whole new life, this whole new light into Miami for me. Because I never experienced Miami with a boyfriend, you know, with somebody a companion that you can go and enjoy and go to the hotels and have nice dinners and walk around the city and just bop around to different places, and what we called vacation life. And we created this beautiful, fun vacation life. And, you know, we still have it. It's still great. We were at the beach the other day. It was wonderful. We're going to hang at a hotel. This is why I'm packing tonight. I'll be midnight doing this shit, packing, because I want to have fun, right? I still live in a fun city. I want to have fun as you can have, given, you know, the situation now with COVID-19 and how everything is operating in Miami. So that being said, I had a great time with Mr. S, and he was with me for the journey of transitioning into being a coach. So he and our time together here in Miami absolutely is what was one of the things that put me in this position to be of service to people in the way that I am. And if you go on my YouTube channel, you'll see videos there of me from 2014, and it really will show my whole journey and the journey that I had with Mr. S from 2016 to present, and whatever happens next. I love that we had that time before I became coach. As I was becoming coach, he was there for all of that. And it's important to have somebody in your life who supports you, believes in you, wants to see you succeed, doesn't want to hold you back, wants you to fly. And it's a beautiful blessing to have a person like that, because I know that regardless of whatever happens with Mr. S and I, if he decides move to Sarasota, if he decides stay in Miami and me be in Miami and we kind of figure out something long distance, I don't know. I don't really roll long distance, but this is different and I'm different now, so who knows? I'm very detached from any hardcore outcome. Like, I'm just like, I just gotta move. I feel it in my soul. I want to expand and grow my business. I have a vision for my life and I'm going towards it. And whoever wants to be on board that train, honey, all aboard, but it's leaving the station, so get on it. So we're in a great place. We're communicating is amazing. Like, we're just, it's good. It's you know, and like I said, I have faith that if we decide whenever that the better thing to do is just be a friendship, then we can absolutely be a friendship. We never did anything shady to one another. There was never any dishonesty about where we stood with what we wanted. I told Mr. S 2 years ago, you know, when I first met you, I thought this was super fun and like bopping around the beach and vacay life and let's do it and fun. But now 2 years in with you, like, I'm in love with you, and I would like to build a life together and see what that can be. Like, wouldn't that be cool? And that was when we first started to kind of kick around the idea of what that would look like, merging lives. Like, do we get married? Do we not? Where are we on the whole marriage thing? Is it even necessary? And if it's not necessary, then how do we, you know, signify us as a couple? And what do we do? Like, all those conversations. So the communication was always super strong and good. So I know that we will figure it out. We will figure it out. And the main thing is that we're both happy and that we're both thriving and that we're both feeling the best that we can feel. So I know it's like a really hard thing to like understand, I guess, because you're like, oh my God, 4-year relationship. Like, that's a long time. And, you know, I get people inboxing me, right, DMing me, and they'll see these videos that I do either, you know, on Facebook or YouTube, and they'll ask me questions, like legit questions that people share what their fears are. And they'll say things like, aren't you afraid that like you're not going to meet somebody and like this is it, you shot your shot and that's it? And I'm like, meet somebody? Like, I'm with somebody. Like, what do you mean? I'm like, what do you meet somebody like, wait, what? And they're like, well, if it doesn't work out with Mr. S, like, you have to make it work out with Mr. S, because, like, how are you going to find somebody else? Like, you're old. I'm like, I am? Like, no, I'm not. But I'm not really thinking that. Like, I'm more in a place right now of my life where I'm thinking about my business. I'm thinking about the people that I want to serve, how, the ideas that I have, things I want to execute on, carry out, take action on, my surroundings, how I want to live, how I want to feel in my space when I wake up every day. It's a very self-reflective, just inner knowing that I gotta grow and I gotta go, and that's it. And I'm not running from anything. If anything, they're my praise, my greenies. My greenies, they fly by. They do the flyby. My greenies. Oh my God, my greenies off the balcony. I love it. That was like a Miami highlight. We'll see what happens up in Sarasota, what kind of animals and nature I attract up there. But the greenies always come by. See if you can see them. They always come by. They do flyby. It's like Top Gun. They come by my balcony loud. Wah, 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 and they're all green. I call them the greenies, the parrots. So yeah, so I'm in this place in my life where I'm just like, I'm growing, and I am outgrowing my space, and I'm outgrowing this city, and I need something else. I need something, another version of me. And this new version that I'm stepping into, I'm going to be sharing with you as the days progress, the weeks progress. You're going to see my new place. You're going to see, my life in Sarasota. Same girl, different beach. And, what comes next for me in my business, how I serve the people. Just so blessed to have been given this divine assignment. I always say, our businesses, they're not ours. They are God's, and we work for God, and therefore it cannot fail. And when we are divinely assigned to do something that we know that it really speaks to our God-given gifts, our talents, the things that we were born to do, and we decide to do it, can't fail. Won't fail. It will always work out, and you'll always be excited and delighted by it. So, I guess what's next for me is packing a bunch of stuff. Oh, I want to show you guys some fun stuff. Oh my God. I'm going to show you some fun stuff. Okay. So, remember I was saying before that, like, I basically have, like, the year 2000. No, I have in this apartment the years, probably like 2000 to 2020. Like, I have like 20 years of history in this apartment, because remember, I moved from New Jersey and brought everything from New Jersey to here. So like I said earlier, there are things crawling out from these cracks and crevices of my life in this apartment that I just buried stuff, old cards, old just stuff. So I'm doing this thing about, clearing and kind of figuring out what's coming with me and how and why and whatever. So that said, check this out. Okay, it's time to play a game. We're going to play Name This Gadget, okay? So I'm going to show you this thing, and you can comment in the comments of what this is. Okay, ready? Somebody please comment below with, what is this? What is this? What is this? What is this gadget? It looks like a little video camera. Ah, see? It says it right there, Ultra HD. This is where it all began. This was, I think, what the first thing I used to film a video. This was before smartphones. There was a thing called a flip cam. And I got this thing because I wanted to start making movies. And this is the first way that I did my movies. Back in, I think it was like 2007 maybe? Yeah, 2008? Something like that. Anyway, there you go. So I have no idea what I'm going to do with any of this stuff. But yes. Oh, here's something good. Who had one of these? Amazing! Oh my God! Who had one of these? iPod Nano. Right here. Purple iPod Nano. I have probably around $1,200 in this in this thing of music. This held music. You would have to go on and buy the music, 99 cents per song. It is, here you go. So I remember my ex-husband saying to me, I will never ever buy music again. Because at this little thing has so much money in it. And so many people had them, spent so much money. And then you're like, oh my God, now we have online, boom, Pandora, boom, Amazon Music. You don't even need anything, nothing. I get all my music for free. All of it for free. Amazing. Okay. So anyway, people, moving is a mofo. And, I'm going to show you this. You guys are going to like this. Who had TiVo? Who had a TiVo back in the day? Look at this. I have a full-on TiVo. No idea what I'm going to do with any of this. No idea. No clue. But I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to figure it out, honey. I always do. I'm going to figure it out. So, having fun, going through some stuff, dealing with some, a little wow, emotional, but in a different place. I'm in a very different place in my life. I could actually, look at these things with joy and think back of the person I was then, So I encourage you all to go through your stuff. I know COVID inspired people in the beginning of it to, go through and pack stuff and organize stuff. So that kind of happened and was handled for many people. If you have not gotten around to doing that, definitely do so. And, see what sparks joy. There might be things that you can donate, things that you can sell, things that you could part with. Lighten the load, clear the clutter, and allow the blessings and the inspiration to come in. And you know what? Sometimes you just need to shake some shit up so that you can grow and you can morph and change and become something that in your heart you are meant to become. I am Lisa the Love Coach. If you want to find me or PM me directly, feel free to do so. If you're watching this on Facebook Live, you can PM me. I'm offering a wonderful 90-minute, $150. This thing usually goes for $250. It's a discount now because I'm moving. So I decided to throw a little party, have a little move out sale. 90 minutes, $150. We get clear on whatever you have going on in your love life, your reinvention, your reboot of you. If you need to be listen, I need to breathe some new life into my life, I'm your girl. So PM me. I'll send you the little schedule for that. And then if you love it and you want to coach more, I'll tell you about how I work with my long-term programs that really are transformational. But I am working while I pack. I'm working through this entire move. I book my sessions. I pack in between. I do my sessions. I go back to packing. I'm getting it done. Entrepreneur, baby. That's how you roll. So again, if you want to find me on social media, you can find me at Lisa the Love Coach at Instagram, Lisa the Love Coach on Instagram, and then there's lovequestcoaching.com, lovequestcoaching.com, where you can find some free goodies over there, a blog, some audio downloads, and your free love life assessment that you can take over there as well. Thanks so much, you guys and girls, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.